Good afternoon, it's Dr. Larson here to talk about COVID-19. So I'd like to talk about a few things. I'd like to talk about what's happening currently in Kittitas County. I'd like to talk about our behavior, and I'd like to talk about schools. So our current situation at our nursing home and long-term care facilities appears to be getting better. So we've had testing in those facilities over the last 2 weeks and have not had further positives, which is really good. At Prestige, they're starting to move the people that have recovered from COVID-19, separating them from the people that still have COVID-19. So they're going to be kind of having just one wing that has COVID positive residents, and the other 2 wings are recovered. So that's a very positive thing. They still have a long distance to go before they can accept new patients into that facility due to regulations by DSHS. So they're working hard in regards to that. At Pacifica, they're also working very hard in regards to that. We did have testing done last week and had no new positive staff or residents last week, and we will be retesting both of those facilities this week, both on Thursday of this week. So those are all positive things. We did have one more death secondary to COVID-19 occur at Prestige last Sunday, so we are currently at 20 deaths in our community due to COVID-19. Talking about behavior and how we behave towards each other, my ask is for everyone to be kind and realize that everyone is having a hard time. Everyone is trying to make decisions with love and caring, and in a situation where everybody is under stress and had been under stress since last March. So sometimes we don't make the right decisions. Sometimes we would like to change the decisions that we made, but we can't. And so showing a little bit of kindness to all of us would be helpful moving forward, and giving grace to people that perhaps say something to you that might be short, that make a decision that you might not make, because we're all in this together. And I really believe that we as a county can move forward and allow things like schools to happen. And to do that, we have to say, okay, well, I could have a backyard barbecue, but should I have a backyard barbecue? We are still sitting at groups of 10, and which means if you had your backyard barbecue, you should have 10 people or fewer, and you should still wear masks, and you should still maintain social distancing, unless those 10 people are all in your family bubble, because those people go out and they share with others. So we're loosening restrictions on behavior, but again, it doesn't mean that we have to do those things. We should still be staying at home if we're at high risk. We should be staying in our small bubble. Idaho is a really significant hotspot currently, so I would recommend against traveling to Idaho to play basketball, to play baseball. I had a discussion with somebody the other day of whether or not they should go to a graduation ceremony that was occurring in Idaho. And I said, I would not go, or if you felt like you really had to go, you should maintain social distancing, you should wear a mask. And you should wear masks even if no one else is wearing a mask. So that moves us forward into thinking about school in the fall. So as we talked about last week, some guidelines from the governor came out in regards to school openings. If you think about them as red light, yellow light, green light. So red light is if you've got greater than 75 cases per 100,000 per 14 days, you should think seriously about whether or not you really should be opening. The recommendation is not to open. If it's between 75 and 25, it's a yellow light. You can move forward, but you better proceed with caution and have all of your ducks in a row in regards to how you're going to manage sick kids, how you're going to do separation of kids, whether you're going to put them in pods, and whether that kindergarten class will be in a room by themselves, whether they'll eat lunch in the room, whether they will go outside to recess only with each other to reduce disease. So that's kind of the yellow light. And the green light, less than 25, is you can open, but you still have to have these other things in place. So we are currently at about 90 cases per 100,000 per 14 days. And because of recent outbreaks in a variety of venues, we are getting between 6 and 7 cases a day. So it is unlikely that we're going to be down below 75 cases per 100,000 by the time school starts. So the schools are making hard decisions this week. Thorpe is making a decision on Thursday. Damon is making a decision this week, and I believe that Kittitas will make a decision this week in regards to schools. Central is still looking at those things. Now, those numbers don't apply to post-high school education, but they're still looking at those numbers as to how safe it is to reopen. And they have all of these issues that we're talking about with group get-togethers and young people being out and about. And we need to make sure that we are encouraging people to wear masks, encouraging people to social distance, encouraging people not to have big barbecues and get-togethers, because we really want school to reopen and reopen safely. There's no argument that the best place for kids to be for their mental health, for their physical health, for their education is to be in school. Teachers want those kids to be in school, but we need to be able to do it safely. So to be able to do it safely, we need to stay home. We need to realize that things are not normal, and they're not going to be normal for quite some time. And if we have something that we can cancel, if we have a birthday party for somebody's 50th birthday party, we should keep that down to less than 10 and make sure we're still maintaining social distancing. And remember to be kind. Remember that every single person is having a hard time. And so don't strike out on social media and say something negative against somebody that you don't know, or even somebody that you do know, because those things hurt. People hold those things for a long time, and being kind will carry you a long ways. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later. Bye.